Is it Tuesday?
It's Tuesday.
Wow. Happy Tuesday to you all. Welcome. I'm pulling you up so I can see who's here. I'd love to see who's here. Mom is here. Lenny, Patrice, Tracy, Jennifer, Phyllis, Shirley, Carol, Audrey, Kendra. So many people. Oh no, Kendra said she unfortunately finally caught COVID. I've seen quite a few people who have come down with it here lately. One of our other members, Tammy, has it as well.
I'm so sorry.
Yes, prayers for all of you all for a quick, speedy recovery. Welcome. We're so glad that you're here with us today here at Oak and Lamb. If this is your first time joining us, let us know. We want to give you a shout out for sure and welcome you here to the best community of crafters ever. My name is Becca Oaks. If you did not know, it's right here. I need a little thingy for you, Rachel. The other voice you hear is Rachel.
Oh, yes.
The beautiful blonde that you'll see on our channel. But we're happy you're here. Welcome. What's going on, everyone? Hi, Becca. Hi, Debbie. Hello to the whole flock, Miss Linda says. Linda, did you change your profile picture? Did she always have a profile picture?
I don't think so.
I like it, Miss Linda.
When you all change it, we notice because we know you by your photos.
Yes. Hi, Connie. Hello, stop mowing to catch you. Rona is ramping up in Michigan right now, too. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Do you think it was because of Mother's Day? Everyone got together for Mother's Day? Or Easter? Everyone got together for Easter?
I don't know. I don't know. Ow. Dad, gummit.
What happened?
I just stabbed myself. I stabbed myself with a staple. It's okay. We are going to be using the engraving tool today on this live. This is not one that we use a lot, and you'll understand why in a little bit. It's not our favorite. But I'm going to give you some tips and tricks to try to troubleshoot. I'm going to be 100% honest. I feel like Cricut could vamp this process up with future development.
Oh yeah, I think that a lot of I'm not saying this is only a personal thing. Just Rachel thinks this at Oak and Lamb. I'm not going to speak for everybody. I think that Cricut sometimes rushes their production of their makers, especially. I think that the knife blade could be better, and I definitely think that some of these adaptive tools could be better, like this one. I just don't think they perfected it before they sent it out. And then you end up with imperfect projects, which is frustrating because you spend the extra money on the maker in the hopes that all of these adaptive tools are going to work properly. And I just don't think they do.
And here's the thing. I feel like the engraving tool does well as far as performing the engraving task.
Yes.
I feel like getting it on your blank is, properly, for lack of a better word, a crapshoot.
Yeah, I agree.
We're going to do SnapMat, which could be fun on camera, and I'll explain that in a little bit. And then I'm also going to show you if you don't use a mobile device, because a lot of us don't craft with Cricut in our mobile device. I'm going to show you and kind of walk you through the way that I put things on a mat in order to try to get it centered up really well. So we'll go through both things. But I also want to talk about engraving and using specific files. Excuse me. For those of you who may not know, when you engrave, if you have, say for instance, this is my cut file. And when you pull this cut file onto Cricut Design Space, you might think that, hey, I'm going to tell my Cricut to engrave this. So it's going to engrave this entire cut file right here, all the center and everything. It doesn't do that. Cricut Design Space sees your cut file as the line that creates this part and the line that creates this part, maybe one at the top and the bottom. It doesn't fill in anything here. It just sees these, the lines that you've created right there. So you have to, if you want to create an engraved project that has the center of it engraved as well instead of just the outlines, then there is a hack for that. And it's the same hack that we like to use for the Cricut pins or Cricut foil kit. So I'll go through that really quickly. It takes no time at all. And then we're going to answer any questions that you might have. But for this particular project, before anybody asks, you do have to have a Maker or Maker 3 because those are the only machines in the Cricut arsenal, in the Cricut fleet of machines that have the adaptive tool options. And so you will be using your adaptive swappable housing. And the engraving tip, which is number 41 here. Let me go ahead and grab it. We'll put it on, make sure that it's on good. And the next thing that you're going to want is a really good tacky strong grip mat. So honestly, if you can just grab one out of a package and pull the sheath off of it, the protective covering off of it, brand new, you're going to have optimal results. We also have masking tape because we're going to want to mask our material down to our mat. And
even with it being a strong grip brand new mat, you're still going to want to do that.
Well, think about it. You're putting a lot of pressure, or the machine is, on whatever blank that you're using, and it's still going to move around if you don't tape it down. So honestly, if you're doing small things like this, which is what I'm using, we can go to the overhead and I can show you, then taping this down and still having area left over where you can engrave is sort of a difficult thing. So you need to think about these things when you are doing engraving. Let's talk really quickly about the product that we're using for engraving. We are using an aluminum blank. So you want to use a metal that's a soft metal like this. This is from Hobby Lobby. It's by Impress Arts. It's a stamping blank and it works really well. And then the jewelry shop blanks are also really good. It says aluminum right here. And then these have peel off protective layers that work really well. And then we've also used, I'm not going to do it today, but these acrylic blanks, you can engrave on these as well. All of these are from Hobby Lobby and relatively inexpensive. So if you want to try out engraving, these are great products to try with and kind of get your feet wet with the engraving world. So these are, I think these are a little over 1.5 inches. Let me make sure really quickly. No, 1.25 inches. I'm sorry. They're right at 1.25 inches. And that will only matter when we get into Design Space, but I just wanted to give you a little bit more information about it. Let's see, there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in this for $5.99.
That's pretty good.
And they were 40% off. So I feel like that's very affordable.
I agree.
You can make these into a necklace or a little charm on a keychain or a dog tag. You could do an alternative for a dog tag if you wanted to put some information on that.
Sweet Beth is here and she says Michael's has a really good selection of these if you don't have a Hobby Lobby as well.
Amazing.
Thank you, Beth.
Yes, thank you, Beth. I saw a question from Kat about our keychain video. Did you answer that?
Yes, I did.
Okay, fantastic.
Saturday.
Thank you. Anyway, so just some blanks with that. Also, did you know that Cricut makes some aluminum sheets that you can use? You can use them for infusible ink and you can also use them for engraving. So I have used those in the past.
You did hear her right. You can use infusible ink on those.
Isn't it weird?
Which is crazy.
It has a cover on it, like a polyurethane or a poly-based
coating
kind of
type
coating
of thing,
that it works really well with. Okay, so first of all, let's jump over into Design Space. What I am doing today is honestly not going to be ridiculously adorable. It's more for the practical steps and how to prep and do that. That's what this video is for. So obviously interrupt me if I have any questions, if there are any questions, Rachel.
Absolutely.
But we're going to pull. Oh my Lord. Can you turn the air conditioning on if you don't mind?
Of course I can, yes.
I'm burning up. It's 71 in here.
Oh, that's too hot.
It is too hot.
Becca's wearing a long sleeve.
Yes.
I always want to call them camis, but a cami is like a tank top.
Yeah. I also have a cami on, so yeah.
You're just covered in layers.
I have lots
today.
of layers. Ooh, what's new? Let's see here. Make Cricut insert cards on all machines. Now all Cricut Maker and Explore machines can cut up to 4 Cricut insert cards and cutaway cards in one go, which we got our mats in today. I'm very excited. This video is going to be airing this next week. I'm going to pull these over so that we can look at these at the end of the live. Remind me that they're here.
Yes, ma'am.
And then the print and cut on A4 paper. So if you use A4 paper, then you can make that a default setting for your print and cut. It's super fun.
I do want to say, you keep finish.
Yeah, that does not mean that the print and cut size restrictions are being changed.
Yes.
FYI. Anyway,
We have a friend, Christian, here, who says, OMG, I have missed the both of you and glad I finally found your channel. We're so glad you're here.
We're so glad you found us.
Thanks for
Amazing.
finding us.
Yes, let us know how you found us.
Yes.
If you want to join our fun community, now is a fantastic day to do that. We are running a special on our monthly.
We started this 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, we have not done this before, quite in this much, but we're going to run a special on our monthly membership, which gives you all the exact same perks as our yearly, and you can try out our membership for $9.99 this month.
Which is amazing.
Yeah, use the code FUN, F-U-N, to get $10 off your first month, and then if you decide you like it, then it is $19.99 per month after that.
Or you could upgrade to yearly.
Yeah, and get an even bigger discount.
Yeah. But thank you so much for being here. We're so excited that you found us.
Welcome. Super exciting. Okay, back over into Design Space. We're just going to press New Project, and then I'm going to grab a basic shape from the left-hand side. I'm going to grab a circle so that we can create a blank here in Design Space that's the exact same size as our blank here. Now, it imports at 2 inches, and so one thing, I just want to come up to the top and change the width of this to 1.25, just like that. Then I'm going to zoom in so I can see what I'm doing here. And when I am designing, I need to keep in mind that I have a little hole cut out right here for my like jump rings or anything like that to be placed in to create my jewelry or keychain. So don't come up around here. All I'm going to do is just put in a letter here. Let's see here. Where'd my text box go? There it is. Let's move it up here. And then we'll just put in a B for Becca or Beckett, whoever. What's a fun font that we should do? What's my new favorite font? It is called, I wrote it down over here.
Of course you did.
Isn't that terrible?
Of
My mind is
course you
shot.
did.
Festive. Festive is a really cute font. Yes.
Okay.
And it sort of looks hand lettered. Let's see here. Look how cute that is.
Oh, I love that.
That's fun. But let me show you. Look how pretty this is.
Oh, Becca, stop
It's beautiful.
it. You know I love a good script font.
Yeah. So maybe I should do B plus F, Beckett and Fallon. That would be cute.
Anna.
Is Anna here?
Oh, gosh.
What did
Anna,
she say?
you're literally encroaching on our live stream. She says, Becca, tell your husband to come get this snake. I can't even stand on the back porch thinking it's coming for me. First of all, Anna has been sending us photos of a snake in her backyard, which, by the way, is humongous.
It's massive.
Huge. And she's texting Becca's husband, Wayne, telling him to come get the snake.
He's like a snake whisperer. It's weird.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, so I want to decrease my letter spacing right here by coming up to the letter spacing section and just pressing that down arrow. Kind of want to pull it in like this. And then we can also ungroup it and kind of play with placement. Just be creative with it, however you want to do it. Kind of like that. So now I'm going to group this together by coming up to the top and pressing group. And then here is what I'm talking about. First of all, let's up and change these from cut lines to our engrave. So with this still selected, I'm going to come up to operations and click the basic cut menu option, press that down arrow, and then we're going to select engrave. So then you can see it changes from cut lines to engrave lines, and the lines that you see here are what will be engraved. So what I want to do is fill this in by selecting, coming up to offset, and we're going to create an inset. See, the offset creates a larger image around. The inset will create one right inside, and we want this to be super, super close. So let's see. Let me see. Oh, I need to do negative. I'm sorry. Negative 0.01. And it will go right inside that F. So let's zoom in so we can see. You see? Right in there. Now, with the offset selected, I'm going to create another offset with the exact same settings.
I love that it remembers the settings.
I do too, because it makes this super simple.
Yes.
So hit apply again. And the offset that you just created stays highlighted, so you can automatically press offset and apply again. And so we want to do this until our letter here is completely filled with these new layers. I have seen also where they take like a plaid or hex type of image and slice out of, but I still prefer this for some reason. I feel like it's just more uniform. And it was really quick to do that. So now that I'm finished with that, what I want to do is select all of the layers together and press attach, just like this. Then we can kind of size down right here, place it in our circle, and we may want to change the color of our circle so that we can see a little better what we're doing. We'll lighten it up a little bit like this. And then we just kind of want to do this, kind of like this. That looks pretty good. Now, there are a couple of things that you could do. I'm trying to decide. I think what I'm going to do first is the one here, and then let me save this really quickly so that we can open it on my phone and do the SnapMat after we're finished with this whole process.
Smart.
So what I'm going to do is create the entire project, and then after it has finished engraving, then I'll go back and just show you the SnapMat portion of this, and we're not going to engrave again unless we have lots of time and people just want to see it. So we'll play that by ear. Let's go ahead and do this. Engrave. We're going to save this project so that we don't have to do all of this again. Now, what I want to do, let me make sure again that all this is attached. It is.
Lenny, we're very lucky to have one. Some people don't. I love Lenny. He said, too much work for me. I'll use the Glowforge.
Right, right.
We do love engraving with our Glowforge.
Yeah, we do. Absolutely. Okay, now we're going to click Make It. And this is where I like to kind of change things up. So what I want to do is move this to a spot here on my mat. I'm going to zoom in, and I'm just going to select a point. So I automatically just select 2 and 1. And so I want to center this really good right here. That looks pretty good. Now, let's come over to the second mat now. And what we want to do is move this to our first mat. So we're going to press Move Object and move it to our first mat, just like this. Now I'm going to drag this and place it right here in the center of this circle, just like this. Let me move it down just a hair. That looks pretty good. I wonder if it needs to go down just a little bit more. I like to be a little bit picky. Now, when I get the placement of this really, really well, I'm going to click on the circle and I'm going to press Hide Selected. So this will be the only thing here. Now I can press Continue. We're going to connect to our machine, and then let's go to the overhead camera and we'll place this perfectly on our mat. We chose 2 and we chose 1. So I'm going to place this point right here, right at the 2 and 1, and make sure that it is centered really nicely. Once I have that placed, then I'm going to go ahead with my masking tape and just tape down the edges all around. Like this. I don't want to go too far in because I don't want any overlap with where my image is going to be. So size that down if you think that there may be some overlap. Then I'm going to go in and tape down the corners too. Just that you can't over tape with this, in my opinion. The last thing that I want is a craft fail because I didn't tape enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, we're almost finished here.
I think it's safe to say that sucker's not going anywhere.
I don't think she's going anywhere.
I don't think so.
So now that that's finished, let's go back over into Design Space, and we'll choose our material setting by pressing Browse All Material. And we're going to select aluminum, anodized aluminum, and press Done. Now it prompts you to load your engraving tool with the 41 tip. So let's move this over. Let's do the overhead for this, I think, too, Rach.
Sure.
And we are going to go ahead and remove our fine point blade and place our quick swap house in here. And when you place it in, make sure you don't hit this button. A lot of times we like to push the button to make sure that it's good and flat. But when you do that, that tip will accidentally come off. We don't want that. So don't push that guy right there. Just get this set in good. Close your clamp. And now we are going to load our mat. The last thing that we want to do is make sure that our star wheels are moved all the way over. It doesn't prompt you to do this, but if one happened to be right here, right over top of where we were going, right over top of where the aluminum is, I think it might cause some problems. So I'm just going to save myself some heartache and go ahead and move it over. So let's go ahead and load our mat. And
Susan says, I'm so excited you're teaching this. I have yet to engrave anything, but have been wanting to.
Yeah, this is exciting. I'm glad that you're here, Miss Susan, to watch this with us.
And then Miss April says, have you ever used a hammer and metal engraver kits like the ones they sell at Hobby Lobby?
Yes, I have.
I have too. I love it.
I do too.
I think it's so fun to do.
Okay.
I love those.
Our flashing start button is here, so we're going to go ahead and press that. And then while this is engraving, it won't take too long, honestly. I thought it would take a whole lot longer than this. We can answer some questions and chit-chat for a little bit.
So we have a couple. Kat, I guess I'll have to try again with the filling in trick. Maybe I will like it. I wasn't very impressed when I was trying. Yeah, Kat, give it a shot.
Yeah, I think the trick a lot of times, and I'm not saying that you did this, I'm just telling like my experience and what I've seen is that people don't do the inset small enough. They try to fill it with like 3 layers. But honestly, it needs all of those layers to make it really good and full. Great point,
Susan says, do you think there are garden-sized aluminum or other metal labels that can be engraved for my veggie garden?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Good questions, guys. Keep asking them. Let us know. Becca, does this give you like a time frame that it engraves for or anything like that?
Well, you know that it is not accurate because it says it's 100% finished right now.
Of course it does.
It's just not accurate.
Thanks so much, Design Space.
I do have to thank Kat. I'm looking at her and Stacy's conversation. Apparently, Kat is giving Anna a hard time about the snake. Stacy said something about giving her nightmares. Kat said, isn't that the point? Becca's busy. I'm helping her out. I love this community so much.
I want to switch it to you for a second because our friend Christian said, to confirm the discount is off the first month and not the yearly.
Yes. If you want yearly, use the code INSTA30. I don't share that here actually ever. INSTA30 and grab $30 off the annual. So
that's our special
wasn't planning to do that.
Instagram
yes.
code, but for a recurring friend who just found us, we're fine to sprinkle that in.
Here's a great question from Benjamin. If I modified my Cricut to remove the bottom, could I use a pen and give myself a tattoo? Absolutely. Come here to the studio and let us video it. Would love to do this. Ben is my brother. He's being facetious.
I was like, who the heck would say that? And I looked down, I'm like, oh, it's Ben.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so this is finished engraving. That was pretty quick, right?
Let's look at it. Let me look
pretty
at it.
Quick.
Oh, this is cute. I can tell right now.
It's not bad. It's really not. Let's go ahead and remove it. And we can grab our weeding tool here. Remove our masking tape. So even after all of that, and because I'm picky, I am very picky, I'm sort of a perfectionist, it's too far to the left. It is.
It is.
And like I've centered it as perfectly as I can with the software and right here. So that's really frustrating to me. However, it's not terrible. It's just not my favorite. I also have this, and we'll do this in just a second. This is a pen it's an enamel marker that you can darken engraved spots with. So we'll play with that in just a second. But let's go ahead, because we have plenty of time. Let's go ahead and place another one of these down. And this doesn't matter. We're going to use SnapMat. This doesn't matter quite as much. I do want to get it kind of straight on here. But as far as placement, it doesn't really matter because we're going to be using SnapMat. So let's just tape this back on. I feel like I taped it in good spots, so that was nice. Benny, what tattoo are you going to do with your Cricut?
Oh, good question.
Yeah, it's a really great question. Full disclosure, do not tattoo yourself with a Cricut. I feel like I shouldn't have to say this, but at the same time, I'm going to cover myself.
Better safe than sorry.
Don't tattoo
Becca.
yourself with a Cricut.
We have another friend that joined us with a positive COVID test.
Oh,
and
no!
I just have to say,
Who?
I'm so sorry. Miss Mary Hill.
My goodness.
Too many of our friends are going down again.
Well, I watch American Idol. I don't know if you all follow American Idol or not, but I watched that, and 2 of the 7 finalists had COVID too, and so one of them was being judged by their, not audition, their, it's not a trial, their practice run from the day before, and the other one was performing from their hotel room. So it's very interesting how it's coming back around. Okay, so I have this back on here, and I'm going to grab my phone, and I don't know how much you can see, but let me lower my table.
I just want to let you know.
Yes.
Ben says that he was going to get one of your and my faces.
Oh,
he
that's
didn't
the
mention
sweetest.
Anna, which he gets brownie points for that from me
Well,
for
he
not
likes me
mentioning
better
his
than
sister.
Anna.
Yeah, well, I know that. Who and who doesn't? But I'm just glad he feels the same way.
So one negative to using SnapMat, I'm trying to get this table all the way down, is that you have to be pretty far on top of it. Generally, I put it on the ground because, why is it making that noise?
I don't know.
Is it the cord? Okay. all the
I
way
don't
down.
think so. First of all, I have to go to the first camera for you to see how low this table is.
It's
And
like,
then,
it's hit me mid-thigh.
yes. And then back over. Becca, you're going to have to pull the mat closer to you because when you lower the table.
So like this?
Yeah, there you go. That's
Okay.
perfect.
Oh, good. You can see my feet. Hold on. Let me find design space on my phone. You're not going to be able to see really, really well on this, unfortunately, but I'm going to try to walk you all through it. Duty. Hold on. Let me sign in.
Duty. Anna says she's not surprised, Ben. So.
Oh. Okay. Let me find really quickly the project that I saved. So my project's in the cloud. And then the engraving here. And let's go ahead and click.
Switch it up a bit. Not like they can really see it good.
This
but,
way?
Towards the table more. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting somewhere.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and hit customize. Oh, it's missing fonts. Why is it? What in the world? This is not the one that I used last time. That's interesting. Make it. Okay. So I went ahead and clicked make it. And what I want to do is press SnapMat like this. So what I have to do is keep, I don't even know if you can see my phone or not.
No.
Okay. So can you see it? Can you turn the monitor around so I can see what they're saying?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Thank you. Fantastic. So you can't really see. Dadgummit. It's taking a picture of this mat, and it has a area right here that the corners of your mat need to fit in the corners of this image. Now, when you do this, you have to keep your phone flat, because if it's tilted this way, like down or to the side or something, then it's not getting an accurate picture of a flat mat. So that's why it's so important that you keep a flat phone. So I've taken a picture. I don't know if you can see, but it put my image right, it took the picture and put this right here. So then what I need to do is just select that I'm going to use it. And then I can zoom in. Again, I'm so sorry you can't really see this. I can zoom in here, and then I'm going to move my graphic to the center right here. Now, one downfall of having to take, you guys have got to stop texting me.
I'm sorry.
Getting all
I'm
of
sorry.
this. Oh, we did get a checkout though. We have a new member. Did you see that?
Let me see.
Yeah. Hold on.
Who is it? It's Christian.
Hello, welcome.
Yay. Oh, and they went right for the yearly.
They did.
Right for the yearly.
They're
Thank you so
amazing.
much.
Christian, we'll send you a welcome email shortly after this with information on joining the private Facebook group and member-only content and all of that stuff. But we're so excited.
Thank
we
you
cannot
so
wait for you to plug in. Okay, so I have this graphic on here. I'm going to go ahead and click next. And, of course, I haven't selecting my accessory. I hate using mobile devices for this. I'm going to be honest. Let me find my, is it this one? Okay, now we're connected. Click next. And then we're going to search for our material. Aluminum. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to place this in the maker and let it cut. And I'll pull my table up in the middle of this. There's that. I'm going to pull this table up for you all. There we go. I'm honestly surprised that the maker will allow you to use the Engrave tool when you're on a mobile device.
I am too.
Just because, I mean, it's not super long like the knife blade,
Right.
but I would think for connectivity purposes that they wouldn't allow you. So, yay, you can. Who all do we have? What have we got going on? Look at everyone welcoming Christian.
It won't let me again, Becca.
Oh no.
Where's Fred? Where's Fred?
Oh, I just paid that.
Won't let me do it.
I'll help you. I'll do it in a minute.
My phone.
So while we're talking about, or while this is engraving, this is by Impress Art, which is the same brand of the blank that I'm using, and this was right next to these pieces. So all of this was over in the jewelry making at Hobby Lobby. I don't know, like at Michael's or Joann's, where it would be, but it comes. Let's pull this out. It comes like this. And it has this tip. It also has this tip, so you can change them out if you wanted a different tip. Yeah.
Oh.
Don't really see myself doing that. But you have to shake it up and you have to prime it. So when it comes to you, it has a white tip like this, and you have to prime it down to get the ink flowing down. So I've already done all of that, which is nice.
Megan said something about asking if there's been a discussion about Cricut announcing larger print and cut.
So I haven't heard that, but there's been some confusion since they've added the A4 option to the print and cut like settings. I think some people think that the print and cut sizing is going to be changed. If that's what you're talking about, let me know. If not, I need to research this more. So fun. Let's talk about this while it's engraving. Oh, it's finished. Hold on. Let's pull this off here.
Oh.
Now, what I was sort of saying, it's difficult with SnapMat to place this, in my opinion, because you have all this tape around.
Yeah.
So if I had clear tape, it would be a different story.
True.
But again, it's not perfectly centered. It's really frustrating to me. I feel like the Glowforge that we have has a camera on the inside, and you place your material in there, and then it centers the camera and it focuses, and then you place your things in the areas. And I feel like Cricut should do something like that, where it has a camera in there. You load your stuff onto your mat. You load your mat into the machine. It takes a picture, and then you place. I really feel like...
We understand it would be more expensive.
Yeah,
but
absolutely. But I would pay for it.
If it works, I would pay for it.
Yeah.
Because none of this works.
So neither one of these is centered.
The SnapMat one, I think, is even more off-center.
It's way more off-center.
That's very frustrating.
It's the frustration. It really is. It's very frustrating.
It makes you not want to use that at all. Like, why purchase it? And then it makes you question, well, if that's one tool that I can't use, why? It really frustrates me that they...
Honestly, this one I can understand why it was so off, because it was hard to see with the tape. But this one I had placed on there perfectly.
Yeah.
So that's really frustrating. And it makes me wonder if it's machine to machine. Like maybe some machines are not as calibrated as others, but there's no way to calibrate for engraving. So it's not like I can do something for that. Okay, so I have this pin here, and then I'm just going to fill in where I want it to be blackened. However, you can see this really, really well. So I personally wouldn't do this.
Tracy has a good question.
Let's hear it.
She said, would it help to take a picture before you add the masking tape?
Yeah, it probably would.
I didn't even think about that.
It probably would.
You guys are such good
But, well, the
thinkers.
only other problem with that is if I accidentally place my image on top of, like, for instance, if I took the picture, then placed my masking tape, I run the risk of having my graphic over top of spot where the masking tape is.
And you wouldn't know that because you took a picture beforehand.
Yeah, if you were really, really careful, like if I had a small image that I knew wasn't going to touch anywhere, then that would be a really good solution. I love your all's problem solving.
And someone asked, it was way up above, I did not memorize the name, I do apologize. They asked what brand of metal you could sublimate on.
Sublimate. It just depends. You need to look for metals that are specifically for sublimation because they have to have a specific poly coating on them. I know some aluminums, like Cricut's aluminum that they have for infusible ink, can be sublimated as well. So just look for sublimatable metals. Great question. So this needs to sit for like 1 to 2 minutes. And then we're going to wipe off the excess. We may have to add a little bit extra. Okay. It's not uncommon to have to do a couple of layers.
And they're talking in the chat about gas prices.
Oh my gosh.
Becca,
it's $4.25 right now.
$4.25, yes. Becca, I'll switch it to you while we're chit-chatting. How often do you have to fill up your Tahoe?
I don't want to talk about it. I've probably said this on live before. When I got my Tahoe back in September, almost 3 years ago.
Was this 3 years?
Yeah.
There's no way.
This September will be 3 years.
No.
It cost me $45 to fill up my Tahoe, and right now it's $110.
Yeah.
So.
Like a week-ish. No, I think maybe like 2 weeks, every 2 weeks. Or I think you're trying to stretch it now, aren't you?
Well, when they started going back down, then I started driving mine again. We'll be driving Wayne's car more because he gets like 36 miles to the gallon. It's ridiculously wonderful. But generally once a week is what I fill up, which is a lot better than some people. Some people have to fill up, you know, if you have a commute or something. Luckily, you can go from one end of our town to the other in about 15 minutes. But our church is 30 minutes away. So if I have to go there a couple of times, then that adds. And then we went to Knoxville this weekend for Mother's Day. And so it's really frustrating.
Yeah. They're talking all about their prices. And then bales of hay, Tina was talking about, it's crazy. And then Belle B, she works for the Georgia Department of Public Health. And the COVID unit has seen 750 positive cases in the last week.
Wow.
That is crazy.
It is crazy.
That's crazy.
So I thought we were over COVID, honestly. I really did.
These new strands,
I'm so sick of it.
These new variants pop out. $5.29 a gallon at our Costco, April says. Oh my goodness. Fills up 3 times a week. Katie, what does your husband do? Goodness gracious.
I was hoping when we got down to the hills of Tennessee, we'd pay less for gas. Well, it's very interesting, Kat, because in Kingsport right now, you can get it for like $3.79, which is an hour from here. And then there's one here in Morristown where you can still get it for $3.99, where everyone else is $4.25. I don't know. Yeah. I'm so sick of it.
Yeah.
I thought it was going down. And then the other day when you asked me, are gas prices going back? I'm like, no, what are you talking about? And then I drove through town and I was like, what? She's right.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We went to dinner for my birthday, and my mother-in-law came and kept Charlie, and we drove her car. She has a nice car, so we drove her car, and it was low on gas. And I thought, I'll put some gas in her car. That's a really sweet thing to do. It was $65, and I'm like, Happy Mother's Day. Oh my God.
That's all you're getting, pal.
It was ridiculous. I'm like, yeah, put some gas in her car. That'd be great. $65 later. I'm like, oh gosh.
No one here can find baby formula. It's very, very worrisome. So I think there's some issues here as well. However, I'm going to say this. We didn't grow up on baby formula.
No.
So, like, we grew up on, if I'm remembering correctly, Mom, was it pet milk, like canned milk that she mixed with, like, we're fine. So, worst case scenario.
If we're talking about, like, if times get rough.
Get some pet milk. If the kid's old enough, just put him on whole milk.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I'm not trying to say it's not a problem. Like, it is a problem.
It's a big problem. But it's a problem that we can't solve. Like, we're out just trying to get it like everyone else is trying to get it. And if you can't get it, there's none to get. You have to find other options, and there's you an option. I'm sure your pediatrician can also try and help steer you in the right direction, of course.
It's definitely cheaper to join Oak and Lamb than to fill a tank of gas, and it's way more enjoyable, Griselle.
Yes.
Think about all the laughs. I've never laughed at a gas station filling up a gas tank.
No, I
never have.
Cried mostly.
Yeah, I've never learned anything. Well, I've learned some curse words at a gas station, but other than that, I haven't learned anything useful at a gas station. You learn lots of things and have wonderful friends here at Oak and Lamb. So, great segue, Griselle. I loved that. Join Oak and Lamb today using the code FUN, F-U-N, for $10 off our monthly membership. We don't normally discount our monthly, but we want to give those of you who may be on the fence or maybe wanting to try it out but don't want to commit to a full year, a little bit of a discount. So you can join for $9.99 for this first month, which is probably less expensive than most of you all paid for your lunch today.
Yeah.
Try it, see what it is. If it's not for you, cancel. No cancellation fee.
No hard feelings.
No hard
either.
feelings.
Yeah.
You can keep whatever files you've already downloaded. You always get the knowledge that you've absorbed from the member-only content.
And then you'll just miss us so bad you'll join again later, and that's fine.
Trisha said, when I filled my tank this week, I wanted to cry. Oak and Lamb is way better than a tank of gas. I agree. Linda said, how is Charlie's formula doing?
It's doing really well, thank goodness. I'm so lucky. It is one of the formulas that was not recalled, and you can find, knock on wood, you can find it everywhere.
Oh, there was a recall on baby formula in the middle of all of this?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, on like 3 different ones. I think mostly from Similac, which is what he does drink, but it was one of the brands that were not recalled, so you can find it everywhere. Honestly, I pray for the mamas that cannot find formula for their babies, because let me tell you, it's rough stuff. You go to the go to the doctor, then you go to the store and you can't find it. It's just really sad.
Beth said, OMG, my auto press is out for delivery today. Cannot wait to play with it. Now I have to check on ours, Beth.
Because ours is coming too.
I think ours is scheduled for Thursday. Let me check. Ours will be here. Well, look up. Why can't they ever make tracking on these things easy?
Oh, no.
They never will. Did you get yours from HSN, Beth? Anyway, because this is coming in Thursday, we have changed the live schedule a little bit, and we are going to be doing... We're not doing a live tomorrow. We're doing one on Thursday, and we're doing a Friday live on the AutoPress. Yes. So tomorrow's live will be... What is going on? Tomorrow's live will be on the card mount, which is behind
Tomorrow's live is non-existent.
Thursday. Oh, I'm sorry. The next live, which is Thursday, will be on the card mount. Yes, ours is scheduled for Thursday.
So we're going to do that on Friday. And it's going to be like the hat press. Unless we get it out of the box.
We're going to get it out of the box. We're getting it out of the box. Yeah. I will.
Before the live?
I will. I'll do it tomorrow.
Are you really?
I will.
That's no fun. What if it comes at the end of the day?
Oh, the AutoPress?
Yeah, the AutoPress.
Yeah, it'll be at my house on Thursday. I'm totally getting it out. I'm going to play with it.
Of course she is. Well, never mind then.
Okay, so I just took a rag. Probably do one that doesn't have lint on it, like a like one of those microfiber cloths would be better. And then you're going to wipe off the excess, and you can see it's a little bit darker here, but it's still not great. So I would want to put another layer on and then wipe it off again. However, I still like the non antiqued version of it. Anyway, there you go. Let me know if you all do engraving, what you think. These came in yesterday. These are super exciting. Again, this live is on Thursday. Rachel's so excited to do this live for you all. She loves paper crafting so much. But we got in some Cricut inserts. This is the larger. Normally, this is the size they used to do, right? The
Yep.
What size is this?
A2.
A2, thank you. The A2. So I got these with the cutaway. It's the cutaway
You're on
cards.
the overhead.
Am I?
Yep.
Okay. The cutaway cards. And then I got these with the foil transfer inserts. And then I got these which is a big pack, but these colors are really pretty, with inserts as well.
Those colors look just like you.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Don't they?
Yeah.
We're going to give away on Thursday's Live maybe a couple of these. I know one of them, as well as a mat. So be here live on Thursday. You do have to be a member to win this. We will be calling out at random a live person who is with us on Thursday to win these. So that'll be really exciting. And then we're going to make some cards. Are you excited, Rachel?
Yes. I love cards. I'm kidding. I really, honestly,
She's
guys,
indifferent.
I used to hate paper crafting a lot more, but it's because I was uncomfortable doing it.
Yeah?
So Becca gives me paper crafts, and I become more comfortable, more confident, and then I enjoy it more. It's so crazy how that actually works. So yeah, I can talk a big game like I really don't like it, but I am enjoying paper crafting a bit more. So
I tried the small ones and it cut about half and half over on my mat. I'm going to be 100% honest with you all. Spoiler alert. I think these are useless.
I love Becca. She's my favorite. They are.
There's nothing that I can make with this that I can't just finagle and put on my mat.
And you don't have to spend extra money.
And then I don't have to worry about placement either because I can cut out, for instance, I can grab this piece of cardstock, put a card cut out on my mat, like in Design Space, I'll put 8.5 by 5.5 inch rectangle, add my score line, attach my graphic here, and then it cuts out all together and scores at the same time on the same mat. And there's no guesswork about whether or not it's going to be in the right spot. I don't have to worry about buying special cards, which another spoiler alert, you don't have to buy these. You can just cut your cardstock to this size and place them in the mat. But you all want the content, so we're excited to give it to you.
That's what we do.
Yes.
That's what we do. And Linda, yes, the live will be at 10:30 on Thursday with the card mats.
We ordered the AutoPress and the new card mats. Oh, you were talking to Linda. Yes.
Yeah.
Becca's the female version of Dr. Phil. Whatever. Please try one on your Maker. I wonder if it makes a difference than Maker 3. It should be the exact same.
Yeah, it shouldn't. Yeah.
I'm going to wait for your live to see how this works. I've been making cards for over 30 years and I don't think we need this. Here's the other thing. I need to research this. Let me know if you've seen videos. Have you seen anyone use this mat and use designs that are not from Cricut Access? The reason that I'm asking is I don't see when, and we'll go over this on Thursday, when you create a Cricut Access card, it automatically sends it to this mat. It's like, it's smart and knows automatically how to do that. I don't know how to create a card that's, like if I wanted to create a card that was an Oak and Lamb file and send it to this mat, is there an option to do that? Again, I haven't looked it up. I don't know. Let me know.
Tracy said she'd love to see a comparison on using the card mat versus a regular mat. I think
absolutely.
That'd be a good video.
That's a great comparison.
Yeah.
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 We will definitely do that. Because in the beginning, I'd be like, I know which I'm going to prefer, but I'm going to show you.
If we're one thing, guys, we're honest, okay?
Yes, I did it with a DB file. Okay, fantastic. So when I'll look it up. I can look it up. But is there where do you select, at what point do you select that you're putting it on a card mat versus a regular mat? That's what I want to know. Belle says they've all been Cricut Access that she's seen.
Ooh,
yeah.
Kelsey, we got a new member, Kelsey. Are you live with us, Kelsey? Are you live?
I don't see.
Let us know. We would love to welcome you. Thank you so much.
Yes,
we hope
this
you
is
enjoy
super
it.
exciting.
Yes.
Okay, Lenny said, yes, I watched a video for Lori last night that did just that. Amazing, that's great. I'll look it up. We'll figure this out. When it's time to cut, you do it. Okay.
Perfect.
Great. Great, I'm super excited to walk through this with you all.
Yeah.
And figure it out. That's what we're here for. Beginning just like when you picked the mat. Yes. Okay. Fantastic. Thank you all so much for watching this. This has been super fun.
It has.
I love how engaging you all are, how great you are with information and troubleshooting and educating us as well. It's not just we don't claim to be all knowing when it comes to the craft world, like
especially with new products.
Yeah,
like
you literally just got this out of the
before we
box.
do. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. Thank you to our 2 new members, Christian and Kelsey. We are so excited.
Super excited.
Yes.
How many members do we have? Around 420.
Yeah.
Around 420.
420 incredible people.
Yeah. Is your camping trip still on? It is. It is. We're super excited. We're less than a month away now.
I know.
Less than a month
There's
away.
been several comments about it since, I would say 12 viewers have said they have COVID. People are getting a little bit, they're shaking in their boots a little bit to know if we're still having our
Well,
camp
here's the
trip
thing.
on.
That's the nice thing about camping. We can, if we want to, stand 40 feet away from each other. You stay at your campsite, I stay at mine. We talk to each other and still be
all
completely
outdoors.
safe.
Yeah. It's
So
all outdoors,
I'm
yeah.
not really worried about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We-
We're not going to
depending-
be stupid by any means.
No,
but
I was about to say that depending on the severity of the strain or how bad COVID is here, we might take some precautions and set down some ground rules or something,
Yeah.
just so we all can make it here and go home and all be safe. But again, we're gonna have a great time.
Yeah. And here's the thing: if you're coming and you feel uncomfortable, bring a mask. Wear a mask. No one's gonna be like, "Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, she's wearing her mask."
And I have to say this. I have to. This is the new mom in me, and I do apologize. If you do not feel good, I know you want to be there. I know you want to be there. We want you there. If you do not feel good, please stay home.
Because baby Charlie's
love
going to be there, and the last thing we want to do is get him sick.
And listen, I'm saying that for all the kids and all the
Yeah.
adults. It's
Yeah.
not like it's gonna hit Charlie and not me. You know,
Right.
it's gonna spread around everywhere. If you do not feel good, please don't come. But we want you there, and we love every one of you. We're so excited, so excited.
Criddle McKenzie, hey, I love you all. I was searching for my girl Rachel. I love her accent.
Oh,
You found us.
Criddle, you found us, Mackenzie. I'm so glad you're here. So
So
glad
many
you're here.
friends that found us today. Is that 3 that have found us today?
I think so. Doesn't that just warm your heart? I'm so
Yes.
excited that you all find us.
Criddle,
That means the world.
if you want to join the fun monthly or yearly.
Yeah.
Or just subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you can be with us and then join in the future.
Yeah.
However you want to plug in. We're super excited that you found us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Will you be live in Facebook or YouTube when camping?
All depends on Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
honestly.
I want to be sensitive for those of you who can't come, but
Yeah.
I also want to be sensitive to the people who actually are there, and it's my vacation too. So while we might be live maybe one time or something during some fun events, I don't plan on gluing myself to a device
Yeah.
so that I can't enjoy and be in the moment.
Absolutely.
However, what we probably will do is have several different people taking photos and videos, and we'll do some sort of collage of pieces
camp trip,
so
yeah.
that you all can and post it so that you all can feel like you
We're there.
under-
And the
yeah.
people that were there can relive, and we can just have it as our first flock trip recap video. It's going to be
Yes.
super fun, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
I wonder how we can help find people who haven't found you all yet. Beth, that's a great question. We're trying to figure that out as well. We're about to implement a email marketing, which we should have done before now. We know how important email marketing is. An email marketing campaign and doing some ads on Facebook and things like that, which will help. But I honestly don't know. Rachel and I have been super conscious
Yeah.
and aware and tried to not step on toes. We honestly didn't contact directly anybody that we knew prior to Oak and Lamb because we didn't want there to be a professional overstepping.
Yeah.
If
Someone contacted us,
then we
that was a different
yes.
story because they reached out to us.
Right, but we
yeah.
just wanted to make sure that we did everything very
intentionally.
clean.
Yes.
Very clean.
Yes.
And just let people find us organically or when they were searching for us. But I don't know. If you all have suggestions, please let me know. We would love, we know we have tons and tons of friends
Yeah.
who would love to find us. And
Yeah. And I personally am not too proud
Yeah.
to say it. If you have specific friends you know would like us, please share us.
Yeah.
Let them know. Let them know that Oak and Lamb is somewhere they want to be. We would love that. Absolutely.
Yes. Okay. Fantastic. I love that you guys are so
sweet,
supportive. Yeah.
Honestly.
Susan says I hunted you all down. Yes.
That's so sweet.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, but for those of you who are not camping, please note we will try to include you all as much as possible because we love you all and we want you to feel included.
And it's not like this is a one and done. We are going to have lots of amazing events in the future, lots of opportunities for you guys to be able to come and be with us and craft with us and let us get to know you better. So yeah, absolutely. This is just one of many.
You all are so sweet.
I'm in Nashville.
I'm in Nashville all the time, and I subscribe to it so I can keep up with you all. I'm so proud of this group of super ladies. Thank you so much.
Gosh,
I'll be
you
in
are
Nashville
so
in July.
sweet.
I'll be in Nashville in July.
Oh, will you?
Yeah.
You guys are the best. Just found you yesterday, Becca. Look at all these friends.
Yes.
Guys, I'm going to cry. I'm so excited.
It's so interesting because I feel like for a long time we were getting message after message and comment after comment that they had found us, and I feel like we haven't in a while.
Yeah, I agree.
To be 100% honest.
I agree. Yeah.
I hunted Rachel down the second I saw she was MIA.
Oh, just country girl. You guys are absolutely incredible. Absolutely great. Nothing makes you feel loved more than when you slip out, for lack of a better word, and people notice.
Yeah.
You know, people notice that we weren't where we usually were, and they were like, where are my girls at? And it really does just warm my heart. You guys are the best.
Anyway, thank you all. This has been so fun. I say that every time.
But it is.
It really is fun.
Even if we come in, and it doesn't happen here. It really doesn't. But if I ever come in and I'm just feeling a little down, or I'm just, a little lack of sleep, or maybe I'm a little hungry, you guys always turn my frown upside down. Honestly, you're the best group of crafters in the world.
Speaking of frown upside down, there's a food truck that just pulled in. And
what is it, Becca?
It looks like natural fruit smoothies or slushies of some sort. Either way, it's
tickle my fancy.
Calling my name. I'm definitely going to be visiting out here. Ooh. I may take a little video and let you all see. It's kind of cute. Yeah, kind of cute,
guys. Hey, then that was our food talk. There you go. We have a food truck. There you go.
Yes,
guys.
food talk.
Always.
Food talk. Anyway, we will see you Thursday. Check out the YouTube schedule. It did change a little bit because we were down for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Now we're doing Tuesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yes.
So we've added Friday so that we can get you all some AutoPress content.
Absolutely.
I'm super excited.
And we're going to have some
you.
pre-recorded content coming out on the AutoPress on this mat. We're going to have some fun things coming out too. But go ahead and join. $10 off using code FUN. We would love for you to join our monthly membership if you haven't already. You guys are the best.
And for those of you, it's very interesting. For those of you who want to just jump all in, we weren't planning a yearly sale, but if you wanted to, then just grab that code INSTA30, INSTA30 to grab $30 off annual, or FUN FUN for $10 off your first monthly. So whichever you want. Whichever you want. We'll see you back here on Thursday. Have a fantastic day, everyone.